Hey, what's going on, everybody? Ryan here with Wholesale Universe, and look, we're going to do an entire series of videos on the common misconceptions of doing business with us here at Wholesale Universe, or just being a reseller in general. You know, I've seen so many false statements that have been made by people, and a lot of these people are people coming to me that they find us on the internet, and my sales team gets on the phone call with them, and they say, "Well, I heard this, or I heard this, or is this true about Amazon, or is this true about Poshmark?" And I'm finding so many things that are not true that I knew I had to make this series. Some of them are untrue about our business, but some of them are about just being untrue in general in the reseller space. And so I'm going to give you, you're going to get a deep dive right now, and over these next course of videos, from what takes place behind the scenes here at Wholesale Universe. Who we have doing what, the pallets as they come in. Like, we're going to talk about this one that we just got done. Go ahead and look inside of there real quick. So this pallet came in, and we've started quality control checking it. Okay, now it came in with this big lid on top of it right here. However this goes, let me find. Came in with this lid on top of it, and it was all wrapped up. We take the lid off, set it right there, cut it, break right into it, and so I'm going to show you. Now, this inventory comes in all sorts of ways. We're going to go through this, and there will be a couple of follow-up videos for what happens with the good inventory, what happens with the bad inventory. But right now we're going over what is the quality of inventory that comes in and goes to Amazon. We're going to show you the quality of inventory that goes to Amazon. So first of all, we have to start with how it shows up. It shows up sometimes in all sorts of conditions. It can either show up brand new with the tags on it, already polybagged. It can show up without a poly bag, which most of it does show. It shows up without a poly bag. A lot of the clothing they just put in these Gaylord pallets because they're liquidating it out and trying to get rid of it. They just want it gone. Some of it, though, we have some pallets that come in all brand new with these. So we'll get some pallets that will be perfectly poly bagged. As you can see, like this one, you can tell it's been ruffled around. Some of them come in with all of them poly bags. Some of them come in with no poly bags. Like these back here, they came with the hangers. We'll get some pallets that have all hangers. We'll get some pallets that have no hangers. But all the products coming in should be brand new with the tags. Brand new with the tags. Every once in a while, you'll see, just because if there's 500 pieces of clothing inside of here, you'll see some of the tags that get ripped off. If that happens, we liquidate these products elsewhere. We don't send products if they are not absolutely in perfect condition, which we'll go over the quality control check process here in a few minutes. But if they're not in absolute perfect condition, then we're not going to send them into Amazon. So this is what they come in looking like, and that's where it's up to us to quality control check every item. And I'll even grab another one right here and give you an example right here. Perfect example. Not every tag has this, but some tags went through a clearance cycle. And if they went through that clearance cycle, they'll have some type of clearance tag. Every single one of these items, and I'll show you if you'll take a look over here, and I'm skipping ahead a little bit, but when we polybag, we always put the tag facing up inside of the polybags because that's how it's supposed to go into Amazon according to Amazon's terms of service. So upon doing that, we understand that all of these have to be taken off. And usually, if we can't get this off without damaging the tag, it goes into our retail store or it gets sold on Poshmark. We won't send it to Amazon. So if we have a problem with clearance sticker tags on there that mess up, then we just won't use it at all. And not for Amazon. We have too many products inside of here, inside of this warehouse, to worry about sending bad stuff into Amazon. So I want to make sure that you see stuff does come in all sorts of conditions, from perfect down to not perfect with tags torn off. I haven't pulled one out of here with no tags on it, but that's not saying that there isn't something in here with no tags on it as well. Here's one. Look at this. It has tags on it. It's Adidas, a pair of Adidas shorts, brand new. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with the tags. This is a brand new pair of shorts. This is something that will be able to go to Amazon. Okay, so they'll quality control check it, which I already did. They will polybag it, which my team's going to look at it a little bit more thoroughly than me doing a video. And so let's get right into this. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to go next. And now that you've seen the products as they come in, which we have an entire warehouse full, and I'll show you all these products here in just a little while. But we will go over all the pallets outside of here, and I'll show you all the pallets inside of our warehouse. But first, let's get right back in here and quality control check. I just wanted to give you a sneak peek of what was in the warehouse. All right, so now I want to talk to you about how we quality control check and what goes into the quality control check process for products that go to Amazon. Now, we only have 3 different categories, or really 2, that go to Amazon, and that's clothing and shoes. You can break it down into 3, which would be activewear, then women's clothing, then shoes. But really clothing is clothing. So when we get products in, we want to make sure that, like I showed you, some of them come in, they will have clearance stickers on there, or there will be hangers on there. We'll need to make sure that there's no tears, no damages, no scuffs, nothing like that. So if it's shoes, we're wanting to make sure that it's a perfect box. We're wanting to make sure that there's a left shoe and a right shoe. We want to make sure that there's no scuffs, damages, defects, tears. There's nothing wrong with the shoes. Same size, same color, matches the UPC. All information matches. And I'm going to go over why all this is important throughout this little section right here. Okay, so let's just get right into it. Like if we get some clothes that come in, what we'll do is like this sports bra right here. This is a Calvin Klein sports bra, Calvin Klein Performance. As you can see, we make sure that there are the original back tags back here as well. Like we want to make sure that that's on there. I want to make sure that I go around and I check and that it didn't get snagged on anything. I want to make sure that somebody didn't spill a Coke on the box and that there's not any stains on there. I want to make sure that there's not any frays on there. Okay, no wires hanging out. I want to look at the original tags. Are the original tags intact? They are. I want to make sure that I'm going through and I'm looking at the original tag. Does it have the UPC number and is it legible? Can it be scanned with this scan gun? Because Amazon's going to want to do that. They want to scan that UPC with their gun. Now, there are clearance tags on here, so that's where I'm going to use all of this, all these tools that we have back here. We have Goo Gone, Clorox wipes, disinfectant stuff. Like we have little scrapers. Like we have all sorts of scrapers where we can get down and get any type of tags taken off. Like that's just part of the process. Okay, sometimes like we have products over here, they come in poly bags. Sometimes we might even need to get inside of these poly bags to check these tags or face them up, and we have to use these tools back here to get inside of the poly bags, and then we can go back and make that poly bag and seal it again. Okay, there's lots of things that you can do when you have the right equipment and you have the right tools, and we have those here to do the correct quality control check work. So this is a perfect item. Once this tag gets taken care of, these clearance tags are off, it's folded and then put inside of a poly bag. It will go into its bin, and it will look like this. As you can see, this has the original tag facing up on it, and it also has the product folded up inside of there, the clothing folded up, and it's nice, neat, ready to go to Amazon. Same thing with this. As you're going to see, these are perfect products. This is a DKNY top, and it's got the original tags with the barcodes on it, and it's perfect quality inventory. It's a perfect product. Every product coming through here has to be checked. And we're going to go to the shoes here in just a second. We're going to look at these shoes. I'm going to show you what perfect quality shoes look like when they come through here and after we quality control check those as well. So actually, let's go ahead and go take a look at the shoes. All right, so over here with shoes, when they leave us with the rubber band, you can rest assured, bet a paycheck on it, that these are perfect quality products, okay? And I'm going to use one that I haven't used in a video yet. We're going to reach back here. Like now this one, I was using this on the last video, and so it doesn't have a video, or it doesn't have a rubber band on it, but I assure you, nonetheless, this is still a perfect quality product that they've already quality control checked. I've lost the rubber band over here, which I've got to go find that. So let's use another, that's a Tommy Hilfiger. Let's use another pair back here. Let's look at some Jack Rogers right here, okay? These Jack Rogers, same thing. They've been quality control checked. Look at them. Perfect. Nothing wrong with it. Look, folks, I even go as far when we quality control check inventory to where we're going to check the heel back here. This heel, people stomp around. And so when they stomp around, the heel gets messed up. If the heel's messed up, these products don't go to Amazon. Now, we're going to talk about in this following segment, right after this one, what happens when products go into Amazon. Okay, or what products go to Amazon and what happens when the products can't go to Amazon, what we do with them, where we sell them, where we put them at inside of here. And so that way you can get an idea of how much inventory we actually store here at Wholesale Universe and inside of our retail store that doesn't go to Amazon. So you're like, wow, like, if everything could go to Amazon, it'd make my life a lot easier, but it also makes it better for me with having the retail store, with selling on Poshmark, and with having that extra profit inside of here. Inventory that's not perfect sells, and it sells well, and I liquidate it out online. We're going to show you that in the next section. But I go as far as to check the heels and make sure that the inventory is perfect and it hasn't been used. Okay, every piece of product has to be checked coming through this warehouse. And the reason being is because in the contracts that I have with these big box retailers, like I have to go through and make sure, like if I bought 600 pieces, did you send me 600 pieces? Because if you didn't, I can call and make a claim on that, but I have to do it in a certain amount of time. And so all of the products coming through here have to be quality control checked. Every single piece has to be touched. We have to do that for bookkeeping records as well, for tax purposes. Okay, so there's not any way that products are going out of here with clearance tags. There's not any way that they're going out of here not quality control checked, because every product has to hit somebody's hands, sometimes 2 and 3 people's hands inside of here, to make sure that it's fully checked, fully polybagged. Sometimes they're doing spot checks as well. That's not just to make sure that it's correct. That's for the bookkeeping, for the taxes, but to make sure that you're getting perfect quality inventory and there's no issues on the back end. Like we have this down to a science over here. All right. So if at any time that you have any more questions about the quality control check process, let us know. But ultimately, what goes into it is every product gets touched. Everything is quality control checked. The only things going out to Amazon is perfect quality inventory. And if it's not perfect, it goes right in here. And we're going to talk about this in here with Candace and what Candace does. If it's not quality control checked, then it goes in here and it gets sold on Poshmark, or it goes out to our retail store. So what I want you to do now is I want you to follow me, and we're going to talk about the next section of topics. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about, I almost started heading out the door over here, but I don't want to do that, so I wanted to stay in here. We want to talk about now what products can go to Amazon and what products can't go to Amazon. Now, products that can go to Amazon are going to be absolutely perfect. Like I was talking about down here inside of this bucket, like we were talking about with these shoes back here. The only thing that's going to Amazon is absolutely perfect inventory. Okay, now things that won't go to Amazon are going to be like shoes with minor scuffs, minor damages, minor defects. They will be shoes that don't have the same size. Maybe we got in a 6 and a 6.5. It has happened before, which is why we have to go through every single piece. If a box is like completely crushed, I have a stack, like hundreds of boxes back here of empty boxes. We can either find one of the same box, or that product will just go inside of our retail store. So what I want to do real quick is let's walk over here. All right. Candace inside of here, which I don't think she's in here right now. She's on lunch. But Candace every day has her station set up. And she's actually, if you look right here at her computer, she's on Poshmark. Okay, that's our Poshmark store, and she lists on Poshmark every day. This is her little backdrop. She also uses this mannequin right here, and she uses this backdrop area with this light right here as well. Every single day, inventory that cannot go to our Amazon store or our clients' Amazon stores goes into Poshmark, okay? Nothing bad is getting sent to Amazon because I can sell it in other platforms. Let's go look at these other platforms that we're selling on real quick. So one place that we liquidate inventory out that doesn't go to Amazon is here inside of our retail store. Take a look around, okay? Please, pan it to the left, pan it to the right. Look at everything in here, okay? If everything in here could go to Amazon, trust me, I would send it, okay? However, I'm not going to thousands upon thousands of dollars building this retail store. Wasn't here. We built this wall, we built all this shelving, and we did that to make sure that we could sell the inventory that doesn't go into Amazon. Okay, if it's not perfect, like I said, it's not going. I'll put it here inside of my store, and I will spend thousands of dollars, train staff members, do everything that I have to do to build out a store to make sure that you get quality and perfect inventory. And it works out hand in hand. It helps me grow a local retail store. It helps me get, these shoes and clothing to the, local community. And it also helps me turn the inventory I have to deal with. All right, now let's go back here. I want to show you our Poshmark store. This is another area. I actually built this as our classroom. So we're going to be holding classroom sessions in here where we have students that come in and they watch what we do. They see what we do here. We deep dive into their Amazon accounts. They see our retail store. They actually get to see what's going on live here at Wholesale Universe and our retail store right here as well. So I'll have class inside of here. But what I love most about this warehouse, same thing we talked about the other day, is being able to walk back and see all the pallets back here. This is where all the inventory stays. But as far as doing it ourselves and with what doesn't go to Amazon, these are all shoes that didn't go to Amazon, but we're selling them on Poshmark ourselves. So this whole back wall with the racks right here, and all up here as well. This whole rack, these are all shoes that didn't go to Amazon, but we're selling them on Poshmark ourselves. And I'll show you, if you come over here and look too, all the shoes that you see over here, like the ones on the bottom over there, are going into our retail store. Let's actually go look. These are going into our retail store, and these up here and these down there are ones that we're selling on Poshmark. All right, so these are ones that we just fill in. We know that size 7 to 7.5, 8 to 8.5, all the way over here to size 10 to 10.5, and then some 11s down there. And we just come and fill products in. We sell them at a specific price, and if they can't go to Amazon, they can't go to Amazon. Okay, it's not the end all be all. What I did is I built a huge retail store that turns into a 6+ figure retail store per year. So I'm not complaining that I got bad inventory. What I figured out how to do is make money with bad inventory. So there will be some bad inventory that comes in. Okay, but the inventory going to Amazon won't be bad inventory. You see what happens to bad inventory? I deal with it myself. You're going to get perfect inventory going to Amazon. Perfect shoes, same sizes, perfect clothing, all, nothing wrong with it, no damages, no scuffs, no stains, all brand new with the tags, with the poly bags with them as well. All right, we have what you want here for your Amazon FBA store. Do some business with us. Let us help you grow your store. All right, we're going to be talking about a few more things before this video ends, and then I'm going to release this. If you have any questions about it, feel free to reach out to us at any time.